It's your girl Cameo Bobo, and we're here on the block. Listen, today we are coming all the way from Shelbyville, Tennessee. We are at the Humble Bearing, okay? It is their 2nd year anniversary, and they are bringing in all of the star-studded guests. And guess what? Your girl Cameo Bobo is not going to let it happen unless she interview one of those star-studded guests, okay? So listen, today we have the one and only Dre Scot. Let me tell you about who he is. He's been on American Idol. He's worked with The Voice, baby. He's opened up for some of your favorite artists. He's been signed to Ciara, and I truly believe he is one of the best entertainers that God has ever put on this earth, okay? And he is sitting here on the block with Cameo Bobo. Welcome, Dre Scot.
Well, I'm going to need you to write my eulogy. the way you built me up like that. Wow.
You deserve it. I told you, I truly think you are special.
Thank you.
I really do.
I appreciate it.
Okay, so we'll get more into your specialness later, but tell me, how did you get started? Where you from?
Yeah, I'm from the Bay Area, California. San Jose.
Okay, West Side.
Yes. I don't know. I want to say I came out the womb singing, hopefully in key.
Okay, no, it wasn't no crying. It was like
Yeah.
la 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 la.
Sing.
Maybe some kind of.
But yeah, no, I've always had a love for singing since I was younger. So I don't really know where I necessarily got started, but I just been doing it.
So did you sing in the home? Did you come from a musical family?
No, not a music family at all. None of my family did music. They're all sports.
Really?
So I grew up playing sports.
And so what sports did you play?
I did basketball, I did football,
Nice.
I did track.
Wow,
cross
all
country.
American, okay.
I tried.
Yeah.
I'm not competitive, so it wasn't my thing.
It wasn't a passion thing, but you were good at it.
I was good at it. Yeah, I like to play. I'm good if we lose.
Okay.
To me, what's more important is what we're eating later.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we glad we transitioned.
Absolutely.
We transitioned.
Absolutely.
Okay. So when you transitioned to music, how old were you? Well, when you wanted to start taking it,
Serious? I would say around 11.
Really?
11, 10. I started gigging in like bars and clubs like around 12.
Really?
So
out in
in San Jose. Yeah.
Wow.
So I started doing that early. But I
Okay.
would say around that. I did my first talent show. It's one thing if like your mom, your grandparents tell you, "Oh, baby, you're a good singer."
Yeah.
Whatever. They got to.
You think they're just rubbing you?
Yeah,
back.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I did my first talent show for BSU.
Okay.
In high school.
Okay.
At
At 15.
At about 15.
Okay.
Yeah, and I sang on This Woman's Work. And
Wow.
then I saw
Maxwell. Ambition.
I mean,
You weren't scared.
that's what I grew up listening to. That was comfortable for me.
Okay.
I'm a falsetto singer, so that was
Goodness.
just kind
Okay.
of
I love it. Okay.
and then got to see like the reaction and see people kind of being moved. I was like, oh, this is something I'm actually good at, and I like to do it. Maybe I could pursue it.
Yeah. So I like the entertainment part of you. I think you know how to move a crowd. I think you know how to pull people in, because when I saw you last year, it was my first time seeing you live.
Yeah.
And as soon as you hit the stage, you pulled me straight in.
Oh,
And a lot of entertainers can't do that. They have to get to their 1 or 2 songs, or need to get to a song and they're like, oh, okay, I kind of like them. But you do that automatically. So let's go to American Idol.
Okay.
How did you get on Idol?
My mom made me do it.
Your mom made you
My
do
mom
it.
made me do it.
Okay. So she said, baby, you can sing, you need to go down here and do these auditions you need to do.
Yeah, I didn't really want to do it.
Okay.
I wasn't really trained, or I didn't really have a lot of experience out there outside just like bars and stuff.
Yeah.
So my mom wanted me to do it.
Okay.
So she said, you're gonna do it. So that's what I did.
You did it. And you did it.
I did. I did
and you
2
made
seasons.
it. And you did 2 seasons.
2 seasons.
So the first season, I'm assuming you were newbie trying to figure it out.
Yeah,
And-
which was good. I'm
Okay.
very happy I got to see like a crash course of like what industry is and how kind of people move. And I'm very made a lot of good connections and things about that. I got a couple good friends singing with me that are on my season tonight too.
Wow.
Shout out to
Awesome.
Serena and Kendra.
Okay, shout out.
Yeah.
And so when you came back to Idol, I've heard on the interview you said you took it different. Like you was like, okay, this is the opportunities. I'm gonna get my name out there. I'm gonna do something with this.
That second time around, I said, cool. I just need to make it to tour. Like if you could cut me at 10.
Yeah.
I was good.
Yeah.
I want the experience, number one. It was nice because I didn't really have a lot of musical friends, so it was nice to be around like tribe, like crew.
Yeah.
You gotta find your place, and I felt like I got that.
Yeah.
And I just want to get my bag.
Okay, get
my
to the
money,
bed and get to do something you love doing.
And what I love to do.
Yeah,
So
and get
cut me at
paid
10.
for doing it.
Yeah, cut me at 10. I was lucky enough to get to 8, but I was good at 10. Cut me right there.
And you did that. And so from there, you created your first, well, you made your first album, right?
Yeah.
So how was that experience? Because I know you didn't come from a musical background. You were kind of building your tribe and your experience. So was it like hard for you doing that, or did you have a lot of support? What was that process like?
Yes and no. So I decided to write and record it in Australia.
Oh, wow.
So I moved to Australia. Didn't know anybody. I just really liked Australia.
Really?
I was heavy into Matt Corby and this band called Hiatus Coyote.
Okay.
Who was
amazing. Shout out to them.
Yeah. Hiatus is bad.
Okay.
And they're from Melbourne, Australia, and all like the scene out there is R&B, neo soul.
Yeah.
So I was
you
living
fit
in
right in.
Exactly. I was living in Hawaii at the time, and what I did was it was received, but it took some selling. I didn't have to sell myself over there. I just got what I did. So I decided to write and go over there and kind of just make it out.
So I got a question. So I know you knew that you were a singer. Have you always been a writer?
No.
Okay, so when did that come?
I needed to find an outlet to kind of express my things I didn't want to face. I consider myself a pretty chill or like happy person. I know how to express that.
Right.
There's things I just didn't really know how to talk about and or feel, or there was outlets I couldn't find that were specific to that feeling. So I started writing.
Yeah.
And I'm starting to do that a little bit more now.
Yeah.
I'm still uncomfortable with writing.
Right.
It's still a very like vulnerable thing. So if I'm in a session with somebody, I don't really know how to open and give a full song. I'd rather do it by myself. But I'm growing and I'm working on it.
Yeah, well, good. Kudos to you, because it's hard to be vulnerable with how you really, really feel about something. I'm a rapper myself, and so one of the songs I wrote is called Games, and it was just giving my perspective of how it's been a struggle for me in dating. And I was like, the pimp inside of me didn't want to tell nobody how I really was feeling. You know what I'm saying? And it was hard, one of the hardest songs to write. Okay, so I understand that. So kudos for you for continuing to tap into that, because at the end of the day, that's really what people connect with.
Yes.
The truth, the genuineness of something. So that's beautiful. So you lived in Hawaii. You didn't like live there. Did you live there a long time, or you just visited?
Yeah, off and on for about 6 years.
Okay. And you got family there, I'm assuming?
Yes.
Okay. And so I heard that you know how to do, what's their dance? Their
hula.
Hula.
Yeah.
Hula.
I've been dancing hula since I was 10.
Wow.
And I started with music, with Hawaiian music. That was my start. All those vocal flips and falsetto things are Hawaiian music based.
Wow.
Traditional Hawaiian music.
That's amazing. And so tell us about hula, because I just really thought it was for women, but it's for men too.
No, it originated with men.
Really?
It was a religious practice and a martial art.
What, a martial art?
Yeah, that's where it originated from. So basically.
So it's part of their fighting strategy?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, more or less.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, but mostly it was for men.
Wow.
It's for everybody, because most people see the commercialized side.
Yeah, I mean, they're trying to bring us in. It's entertainment.
Exactly.
The entertainment
piece. It's such a rich and beautiful culture, and I would advise or encourage everybody to take some time to actually just either research or go and experience it yourself. Yeah, it's really a big part of my life.
I love that. Yeah. Well, okay. Well, we're going to check it out, okay, y'all? Seriously. Okay, so let's get back to your story. So, you work with Ciara. So, how did that come about?
They reached out to me.
Really?
Yeah, they reached out to me. They were great.
So, you got a phone call, or how did it?
I got a DM. I got a DM from Russell, and it was really nice, because in that moment of my life, I was living out my car. So I was like, cool, they just had a baby. They need a singer for the first birthday.
Really?
Lovely. Cool.
Fly me out, baby. Yeah. Happy birthday to you.
But then they ended up signing me, and we ended up working for a couple years. No longer together now.
Yeah.
But beautiful people. And,
awesome experience. Congratulations on that. And so let's go back to that tough time when you were living in your car. So what would you tell someone right now going through a tough time? You know, they're going after their dreams, they're trying to pursue things, but they feel like they can't get that next break. Like, what would you tell them?
I would reevaluate your, I guess, initial reasoning on why you're doing it. Or what about it makes you so happy? To me, it wasn't really a tough time. It was a choice.
Wow.
It was either pay rent or pay for my band to go and do these gigs. And that's what it was. I like to sing. As long as I'm singing, I'm good. I don't need to be famous. You know, if it comes, I'm not blocking a blessing. But at the end of the day, if I'm singing, I'm good. Like even now, I get to do these. Sometimes I got to do corporate gigs. Sometimes I got to do them gigs where there's 3 people out and no one cares, and that's what it is.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I'm singing.
Yeah.
So I think when you're in a tough time mentally or emotionally, whatever, just kind of reevaluate. Be like, cool. What I'm singing. Am I doing like the baseline of what makes me happy?
That's good. That's good. What he's telling you guys is to know your why. Check your why. Your why should not be driven by people's opinion, trying to prove somebody wrong, trying to get famous like he said. All of those will happen if you go after your purpose and your real why. So be sure you're passionate about it, okay? Yeah. All right. So tell us where you are now in life. What do you got going on? How do you feel about your journey?
Great. I mean, I'm working way more. I'm doing more shows. I have a whole new project coming out very soon.
Okay. Do we know the name of this project yet?
Just a few singles. I'm doing a whole new album. I'm no longer signed.
Okay. Well, kudos and congratulations on that, and stay tuned, baby. No music is always good. The music is always good. So, what do you love about your fan base? Because they love you. When I posted a picture of you, it was people liking and finding them and all that. And I was like, okay. You got people that love you. They look for your stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I love my fan base. They first of all, they come for my voice, which I love. I could go up there looking raggedy. They don't care.
Yeah.
They just want to hear me sing.
Yeah.
Which to me, that's what I do.
And you're doing your therapy.
Yeah, and they've been there from the jump. They've been there from since I was just DeAndre on Idol to this new thing I am now.
That's awesome to have a fan base like that, but that just means that you are also an awesome person on the inside. I listened to an interview and I heard you talking about giving people grace. How important is it for us to give each other grace, especially when we're going through some misunderstanding?
Well, I think ignorance is the it's the definition itself. Some people that's all they know. So sometimes you got to take a little bit of time, not too much time, because you don't want to waste time on ignorance, too much ignorance. But to just educate folks, cool. Yeah. Sometimes it's just like, cool, they grew up around only people that think that. That's all they know. Because we know what's right. Right. Because that's what we were told. And some people don't have the allowance to think for themselves. You got to give them that. To an extent.
Yeah.
Some folks are just,
foolish. But some people, they're willing to expand their mind. Yes. You just got to work with them a little bit.
Yeah. You got to give them a point of view.
Yeah.
Eye to eye.
Yeah. I love it. Don't y'all just love him? He's in here just amazing. So, what do you want your life to be? What's the ultimate goal? I know you want to sing, but what impact would you like to leave on this world?
I'm still figuring that out.
Okay.
For me, right now, I'm happy with just leaving a feeling when I get off stage to somebody. If I could take somebody out there, reality, right out of their depression for 3 minutes, 30 seconds, however long the song is. Yeah. I feel like I'm fulfilling my purpose. I have a book at home of just like either letters or like I print out like DMs and stuff, or like, hey, this song helped me through my voice. This song helped me, like my mom passed away and this one got me through it. To me, that's my Grammys. That's my validation. That I'm doing what I need to do. Not that I'm not a good singer. Yeah. I know I can sing, but that I'm doing what I need to do. I kind of the older I get, I let go of the dream and kind of try to step into the purpose. So yeah.
Don't we love that? We just love purpose. So tell me, with all of the things that you've done in life, and I feel like you've had a pretty, I don't want to call it miraculous, but I feel like your journey has just been supernatural in some ways. How you just came into figuring out that you wanted to be a singer and all of these opportunities and all of the highs and lows. Like, what part has God played in your journey?
I mean, I'm Baptist. That's kind of where I started.
Yeah.
I would honestly give my grandma all the credit for that. My grandma, to me, is the best example of a Christian woman. Once we got to like an age where we kind of knew what it was, I was 7, we didn't go to church. She was like, cool, you know what it is, you know what it's about. If you want to come, you can come. If not, I'm not forcing God.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until I was about 13 to where I kind of heard the call, kind of felt like I needed it. I needed some purpose, some direction, some foundation. And I found it in God on my own. Even shout out to Emmanuel Baptist.
Okay, Emmanuel Baptist. Y'all did y'all job.
But I really got to credit my grandma because she never forced it. She said, you know, you're gonna know God when you want to know God.
Yes, it's a relationship,
Absolutely.
And if anything is forced, you don't like it.
Exactly.
Even it's just everything should be free. You should be free to do it. You know.
Absolutely.
Kudos to you
and
for
express
that.
your life, because I know God got me and loved me every little part.
Ooh,
So,
yes, He does. So much, and I really believe that you have a special calling. And so I'm excited to continue to watch your journey and watch all the wonderful things that you do, because I really feel like you'll be singing in front of presidents and important people, and you'll be a person that they call on because of who you are authentically.
Thank you.
Not because you're talented in your voice, but deep down inside, I feel like you're gonna get a calling just because you're free to be who God created you to be in that moment.
Thank you. I'm already singing in front of important people.
Okay.
Everyday people is important people.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna keep it there. But again, I think I'm supposed to be in front of the people in this chapter of my life. And that's it's meant to be right now, and then God's going to continue to grow it or take it or whatever, just push me in the direction. The older I get, I feel like I just got to be a vessel and keep it moving. If it feels right, it's right.
Yes, I love it, because we are vessels meant to do whatever is supposed to be done at that moment in time.
Exactly. And
we never know when it's time to pivot, when it's time to change,
exactly.
Whatever it's going to be, but it's going to be good, and it's going to feel good. It's
Exactly.
going to be feeling good. So we got new music coming. So what should we expect tonight at this anniversary show of the Humble Baron?
Oh, talent. So much talent. And it's not saying everybody I work with, but I've met this band for the first time tonight.
Okay.
And, man, I don't got to sing nothing. They could play everything they want. And you get a show on your own, just the band alone. And including the singers.
Yeah.
Which the one thing that you'll always count on at a Dre Scot show is the singers they're gonna be on.
Look, when I was here last time, your background singers, I was like, let me take a picture with y'all, because y'all was singing.
Are gonna be on.
Y'all was singing. Okay.
On tonight.
Yeah.
Everybody. So just have some feel good things. It's music tonight.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna be showcased.
Yeah, I love it. Well, shout out to you. Thank you for taking this time for me. And before we leave, so we called this show On the Block because, I don't know, probably you've been to a corner store before. You know what that is?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you go in the corner store, what's something you buy? Like if I'm going in the corner store, I'm gonna give me some Cheetos, I'm gonna give me a knee-high peach, I'm gonna give me a blow pop, and probably some Bubblicious bubble gum and watermelon. What you get?
Period. I like I like Orbit gum because I don't like my breath to stink.
Period. Okay. Orbit costs about $3-4 now, but it's worth it.
But I'm blessed. I work hard. I can pay.
Okay.
I love hot Cheetos.
Ooh, okay.
And a water. I don't really drink.
Okay.
Soda.
What's your brand of water? Well, we're not gonna say that on water.
Just
water.
Anything but Dasani.
Okay.
And I'll say that with my damn chest. Dasani tastes like they put a dirty nickel in every bottle and shook it. No Dasani.
Woo! He's worthy of being on the block. We gonna end it there. Thank you so much for being on the show. This has been so much fun. We wish you nothing but continued blessings and success. And until the next time, we'll see you on the next episode.